aspects that contradict one each other. We have in the tradition of the oral law 13 principles of interpreting the Torah. The 13 are rules of Talmudic logic, and the 13th one is two verses who contradict one each other. It is the 13th. And it is one of the marks that Torah is from heaven. Why? Because if Torah had no contradiction into the text, for example, it would be the proof that it was conceived by men. The biblical criticism is based on the idea that there are many opinions in the text of Torah. So it is, according to these searchers, it is the proof that Torah is not from God. But I say exactly the contrary. If it was without any contradiction, it would be the proof that it is the conception of one. So you don't have to be afraid by the fact that there are different opinions into the halakha too. It is what is obligated because the Torah is a living entity, and something that is living is multi-partial. For example, what is this object? You can say that this object is a pen. It's right, but maybe it doesn't matter for me. I need a stick to put on my paper, and there is no difference if it is a pen or if it is hammer or anything that's like this. I need it to be put in on the paper. So the fact that it is a pen is not important. It is long and heavy. That's for me the important thing. So when you have to judge a phenomenon, you will have different opinions because everyone wants from this object another thing. For a photographer, it will be important that it is black. The fact that it is a pen or heavy is not important. So that's the way halakha function, and there is a problem. Because if it is right that there are many opinions and all the opinions of the sages are legitimate, according to the principle Elu ve'elu divrei chaim, Elohim chaim, these and these are the sayings of the living Lord. So what must I do practically? I remember a sentence of Rabbi Yitzchak Hutner from New York. Pachad Yitzchak, yes, from New York in the 20th century, who said, Elu ve'elu divrei Elohim chaim, these and these are the sayings of the living God. But the condition is that there will be these and these. So it is the saying of a living God. But if there is only one opinion, there is not this and this, it is the saying of a died God. Okay, so s'il y a cela et cela, c'est les paroles du Dieu vivant. S'il n'y a pas cela et cela, ce sont les paroles d'un Dieu mort. Okay. It was in French. Yes. So, concerning the halakha, what must I do practically? there is two systems of deciding. The main one is the highest institution of halacha, which is the Sanhedrin. Sanhedrin, the High Council of Sages, composed of 70 sages, 71. And it began with Moshe himself. And his authority is connected with the place in the Temple of Jerusalem. When the Sanhedrin is not staying in this place, he loses some of his authority. And it happened 40 years before the destruction of the Second Temple, that the Sanhedrin was moved from his place. So it was not possible to judge criminal affairs. After this, the Sanhedrin was abolished by the Byzantines in the 4th century. And the way of deciding the halacha is a new one. It depends on the authority of the local rabbi. So you may have in a locality, in a town, a very little rabbi, not so sage, not so great, but he's the rabbi of the place, Mara de Atra in Aramaic, the master of the place. And you have a huge authority of halacha, for example, the chief rabbi of Israel, for example, and he comes to the place of the little rabbi. Who will decide what is the halacha? The little one. It depends on the rabbi of the place. It is right for Jews. What is the rule concerning non-Jews? Do non-Jews have the obligation to hear and to accept the opinion of the local rabbi? The answer is not. You don't have to, but you have to accept the opinion of your own master. If you are the pupil of some rabbi, so you accept also his decisions. If you want to act in another way, according to another opinion, you must get the authorization of your own and specific rabbi.
It's not like it.
Because this rule was not invented for non-Jews. Simply. But how do you choose? How do you choose your rabbi? By sympathy. This sympathetic is a very nice person. He has good eyes and prominent nose. So it fits me. It fits my necessities, and that's the way you choose it. Eventually, you may have also, being a Jew or non-Jew, if you have proofs that your rabbi is mistaken. If you have a proof, you don't have to do what he says. He has no authority against the truth. Even if you are his personal pupil, you have learned all your Torah from him, but you have the proof that he made a mistake, so you don't have to accept his opinion. According to these principles, I would like to go into the deeper learning of the problem. What is Ben Noach according to Allah? What is a Ben Noach? Ben Noach, according to Allah, I know that there was some confusion yesterday when we heard the lesson of Rabbi because there is a difference between terms in Hebrew when these are used in the Bible, or in the Mishnah, or in the Talmud, or in rabbinical literature, or in modernity. So you have 5 different lexicons. And I don't deal now what is a Ben Noah historically. Historically, every man on earth is the son of Noah, from the flood to our days. I want to define what is a Ben Noah according to halachic literature. And in the halachic literature, the Ben Noah is a man of the nations who accepts the 7 to be under the law of the 7 commandments given to Noah. He is a part of the covenant between God and all mankind. How this acceptance is done? There are 3 ways. One is acceptance by himself. I accept the rule of the 7 laws. I don't have to tell it to any person on earth. I have a responsibility only in front of God. So no one knows that I'm a Ben Noah. But it may be also that my behavior is a declaration. Anyone knows that I accept and live according to the 7 laws. So, according to one of the sages of Spain, Rabbi Yom Tov ben Abraham from Sevilla, it is considered as Ben Noah. According to Maimonides, you must make the declarations in front of a rabbinical court, 3 sages, and you become a Ben Noah. Some authorities say that it is not possible to establish such a court in our days until the Jubilee will be re-established. We do not accept this opinion. In Brit Olam, we make the court according to the Maimonides opinion. And so we will see today how a person of mankind, of the gentility, accepts in front of the court the 7 laws of Noah and become a Ben Noah according to Maimonides. But we know in Brit Olam that it is not so easy to make a public declaration. So we accept also the self-declaration without a bedin, without a court, and you have the possibility to be connected to this self-declaration in our site. And it is enough according to Ritva. There is a problem that a question that is often posed, that is it authorized to Ben Noah to accomplish more than 7 laws? And it is an opinion openly spread that he cannot, according to one way of reading the text of Maimonides, but it is, in my opinion, a mistake in reading the text. Yes, משנה תורה מלכים, כן, שופטים. מלכים, שופטים יש? שופטים יש, אוקיי. Yes. This is one tome of things of Maimonides. Yes, I read it in the 10th chapter of Hilchot Melachim, the rules of kings, in the paragraph 9. גוי שעסק בתורה, חייב, לא יעסוק אלא בשבע מצוות שלהן בלבד. If a goy, non-Jew, learns Torah, he is condemned. And he has only he is authorized to accomplish only the 7 commandments. וכן גוי ששבת, אפילו ביום מימות החול. And even a non-Jew who made Shabbat, even in a day of the week. אם עשהו לעצמו כמו שבת, חייב. If he does it as a Shabbat, he is condemned. ואין צריך לומר אם עשה מועד לעצמו. And even, and it is obvious that he cannot make a festival by his own opinion. כללו של דבר, אין מניחים אותם לחדש דת, ולעשות מצוות לעצמם מדעתם. The general rule that they cannot make a new religion or invent new commandments by their own opinion, and so on. So it is forbidden. Yes, but I must read in front of you the 10th paragraph, who says exactly the contrary. It is printed in the same page. What is it said? בן נוח, שרצה לעשות מצווה משאר מצוות התורה, כדי לקבל שכר. בן נוח, who wants to make any of the other commandments of Torah, because he wants his salary. אין מונעין אותו לעשותה כהלכתה. We do not impeach him to make it according to all the details of halacha. So you can see there is a paragraph to say that you cannot, and the second says that you can. And what is the reason? According to one of our most great poskim, Chatam Sofer, Rabbi Moshe from Pressburg. Pressburg is Bratislava in Slovakia, not far from here. He says that the difference is between Goy and Ben Noach.
What?
Yes? What? Huh?
But you're not from Bratislava. Chatam Sofer.
You are.
Chatam Sofer is from Prague.
So you are a descendant of Chatam Sofer?
Okay.
Okay. So he says in his commentary on Chulin 33a that the difference, the first paragraph is concerning a goy. A goy is a person who did not accept the 7 laws. What does it mean? He considers that he has the right to murder, to steal, and any of the decadent behavior. So he cannot. He is not. He doesn't understand that it is forbidden to kill, and he wants to keep Shabbat. So we tell him you cannot. It is forbidden for you. But the second paragraph is after a person accepts the 7 laws, and he can add any mitzvah that he wants. It is according to Chatam Sofer. This is the opinion that we recommend in Brit Olam, and I have written it in Brit Shalom too. Yes.
Very good. I know this by heart from Sanhedrin 59a. But yes, what we are talking right now, very, very important thing. But I wanted to ask you, what are the other way of thinking is telling about it. For example, Rav Moshe Weiner, what his response would be to this paragraph?
Okay. According to Moshe Weiner, for example, and the other authorities, the difference is if it is for receiving a salary or not. And it will say also that they cannot make new commandments according to their own opinion. But if he asks a rabbi, why not? For example, and it will say also that it may be a controversy between Khatam Sofer and Tosfot. And the Tosfot that says that even the Ger Toshav cannot keep Shabbat. Okay, so I have received from Chabad all a pack of sources concerning this problem. And they bring also the opinion of Khatam Sofer, but they say it is a controversy. Yes, but according to Tosfot, it is forbidden. Yes. The problem is, what is the opinion of Shulchan Aruch? The Shulchan Aruch, in the Shulchan Aruch, the main codex of the laws of the Jewish people, says in Orach Chaim, paragraph, chapter 304. 304, yes. That if a Jew has a servant, a non-Jew servant in his house, he doesn't have the obligation to make him keep the Shabbat. The commentaries are upset by this phrase. They say how it is possible that you don't have to make him keep Shabbat. It is forbidden. And there are many circumvolutions and many tentatives to régler ce problème. Régler le problème en anglais. Resolve this problem. Yes. But the simplest way of understanding is to say that Shulchan Aruch is in accordance with Rambam, with Maimonides. So we have no problem. We accept also the opinion of Shulchan Aruch. So it is not a problem for us. But you must know that Elu ve'elu divrei Elohim Chaim. If you understand, if you hear one rabbi who says the contrary, there is no problem, and rabbis are learned to discuss each one each other, and it is not a problem for us to be in controversy. Yes, I would like to touch an important problem concerning Christianity. We live in lands in countries of a Christian tradition, and the problem is, what is Christianity in the regard of Allah? What is this? Yes. So there is a controversy too between Maimonides and Rabbeinu Tam. Maimonides says explicitly that Christianity is idolatry, a pure idolatric religion, because they consider man as God. And that's the opinion of Rambam. It is mainly accepted by Shulchan Aruch, but you have another opinion, this of Rabbeinu Tam. Rabbeinu Tam, the grandson of Rashi from Troyes in France. No, son grand-père, Rashi, de Troyes. But he was not from Troyes, he was from Rambruk. Rambruk, you know where it is? No, Rambruk. Yes, it is a little village in Champagne, too. And Rabbeinu Tam was the highest rabbi of his time. It was in the 12th century. Yes. And he says a sentence that was mainly discussed is he considers Christianity as a shituf, association. He said that Christians worship the creator of the world, but they associate another person. He doesn't say his name, but we know. Yeah, it was Jesus. And he says there are many interpretations of what he says, that Bnei Noach are not commanded to don't practice shituf, the association. Yes. What does it mean? There are many opinions. It is understood by Rabbi Moshe Isserles of Krakow as an authorization to non-Jews to practice Christianity. It is forbidden for Jews, but it is authorized for non-Jews. The problem, if we accept this opinion, can a Christian be a Ben Noach? The answer, according to my opinion, is not. He cannot. Maybe it is not condemned, but it is not authorized to become a Ben Noach if you are a Christian. But what is the status of a non-Jew? Of a non-Jew who accept Jesus not as a God and not as a mediator, not as a mediator between man and God, but only as a sage, a wise person. So it is possible. There are also Jews and rabbis who consider that Jesus was a wise man and a good man, but it is not Christianity. But there is another way of understanding what Rabbeinu Tam said. It is that he only authorized to swear in front of a court in the name of Jesus. Not to believe in this, but only to, if you are invited to a court and you have to swear, so the non-Jew is authorized to swear in the name of Jesus, even if he doesn't believe in his divinity. Swear. Prêter serment. Prêter serment. Prêter serment. Oui, au tribunal. Au tribunal.
En anglais, c'est swear under oath.
Under oath, if you say. It is the opinion of one of the rabbis of Prague, Rabbi Nodab Yehuda. His name was Rabbi Yecheskel, Rabbi Yecheskel Landau of Prague, who said that Rabbeinu Tam was not well understood by the Rama, but it is only the authorization to swear in front of a court, but not to believe in the divinity of Jesus. Until this day, it was not. It is not clear because you have many rabbis who think in this way, and the other way. But in our Brit Shalom, I wrote the main opinion as this of the Shulchan Aruch and Maimonides that Christianity is idolatry and forbidden even for non-Jews. But I made a note in the bottom that there are also some opinions who accept for non-Jews Christianity as the shituf. And I received a call from one of the great rabbis of Israel who told me, why did you mention this only in the bottom? Yes, but there are other rabbis who wrote to me that I should not have write absolutely this opinion because it was rejected. So you see that until this day, it is not very clear. Yes.
Can I ask a question? It's a general question.
Yes.
The person who posek halacha, who makes decision, He lives in France
Yes.
and around Christians too many, so he wouldn't say a bad word about that. And we have Maimonides, who lives in Muslim area, and he
Yes.
can tell whatever he wants. So we need to take into account this information.
I don't think so. Personally, I don't think so. There is some interpretation in this direction, but I don't think so.
Thank you.
Yes.
I have
Those-
another question.
Huh?
If I understand it right, I don't know exactly. You said the people who are non-Jewish and they could murder and so on because there are no laws, and they are not allowed to read the Torah.
No, they're not allowed to murder.
Hmm?
They are not allowed to murder. Every human
Without-
being has to keep the 7 laws of Noah. But there are some who do this, and there are some who don't do it. It
But
must
they
be
are
a
not allowed.
declaration. What?
They are not allowed to read the Torah or so on.
No saying, but
If he doesn't understand that it is forbidden to murder or to steal, so he cannot learn Torah too. Yes.
So it is allowed to do.
He is not allowed.
It's not allowed to read the Torah.
Yes.
But how should we learn about the right laws?
So we the right laws from many sources, from morality, natural morality, from Jews, and even from the Bible. The Bible is also right, the written law. Yes, the problem is only for Talmudic law. Am I understood?
Je crois qu'il y a une confusion parce que vous n'avez pas compris sa question.
C'est quoi sa question?
Put your question again, please.
No, I has it understand in the wrong way. So
I did not understand you, and you did not understand me.
but now it is all here.
Okay. Okay. I would like to quote two sources not very well known. One is of Rabbeinu Bachya. Rabbeinu Bachya from Spain in the 14th century, Rabbeinu Bachya, who says that we didn't find in the Bible that the prophets made advertisement for the nations concerning idolatry, but only in the land of Israel, not outside. And it is not because it is authorized, but because it is a tolerance. So as Jews, we don't have to make reproach to the nations when they practice idolatry, because there are other problems more important. For example, when you see in the book of Jonas in the Bible, a prophet was sent to Nineveh, and he speaks only of stealing, but he doesn't speak of idolatry. But the Assyrians, that Nineveh was their capital, were idolatry. But we do not deal with these problems when we speak outside of our land. And that is the reason for which one of the poskim in New York, Rabbi Yehuda Gershuni, developed a particular opinion concerning Shituf. And he says that it is forbidden in the land of Israel and authorized outside. It is quite curious, but it fits the general atmosphere of the Bible. But I know that when I speak with Noahites in all the world on the opinion that authorize Shituf, they are quite hostile to this opinion. They do not want to hear about this because they say, and they are right, we have left Christianity. How can you how can you permit the Christianity to enter in the side door? And so I recommend the lecture of Brit Shalom. I would say one important point concerning the way of writing halakha for non-Jews. In the codes of the Jews, you can see that there is a list, an important list of what is forbidden and what is authorized and what is obligatory. In the halakha of Bnei Noach, you have a long list of what is recommended, because the Torah did not want to enter in the details of the behavior of Bnei Noach, because it must be according to the way of life and the culture and the civilization of every nation and every society. So you have a long list in the Brit Shalom of recommended behaviors, and it is much more than what is forbidden or obligatory. You have a question?
No,
No.
I think that I will find lots of answers in the book I bought in Brit Shalom.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
But most of the time, I make a division. There is a halacha and there is a musar. Halacha, what to do, what not to do. Musar, recommended. So what we have Brit Shalom is a combination of halacha and musar.
It is not exactly Musar. Musar, morality, natural morality, is before the commandments. But what we recommend is also a list of mitzvot who are not a part of Musar, but it is a way of sanctifying your way of life. For example, there are many Noachites who eat kosher, and there are Noachites who want to come to mikveh. It is not a part of Musar. It is only recommended in different ways. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. I need your help. Is it possible? Yes, exactly. We want to organize these things. We need the technical things to organize. I wanted to everything will be received. My screen is
This is the most important part that we have. Each other,
À la messe.
It worked after all.
This is okay.
Yes.
Problem is, just press Windows 3, and then this רגע, עכשיו צריך להסתכל רגע על המסע. אותי, צריך לראות אותי.